What if I told you that the man who stood beside you, who fought your battles, who looked you in the eye and called you brother, was the very one waiting for the perfect moment to destroy you? Tonight, we witnessed something that will echo through the halls of WWE history forever. A betrayal so cold, so calculated, that it didn't just break bones, it shattered souls. Before we dive into this absolute madness, I need you to do something for me. This isn't just about hitting a button or tapping a screen. This is about being part of something real. When you subscribe to SLAMZONE, you're not just another number on a counter. You're joining a family that lives and breathes this business. Every Monday night, you're sitting in your living room, jumping off your couch, screaming at your screen, and you know what? So am I. We're in this together. So hit that subscribe button, slam that notification bell, because what you're about to witness tonight, you're going to want to talk about it. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know, because what happened on October 13, 2025, changed everything. The arena is absolutely electric tonight. You can feel it the moment the camera pans across that sea of humanity. Signs waving, voices roaring, that unmistakable energy that only Monday Night Raw can deliver. But there's something different in the air tonight. Something heavy. Something ominous. Because tonight isn't just another match. Tonight is about three men whose destinies have become so intertwined that you can't pull one thread without unraveling the entire tapestry. Seth Rollins, the architect, the visionary, the man who has given everything to this company. His knees are held together by sheer willpower and athletic tape. His back has carried this company through its darkest days. And yet, here he stands, ready to go to war one more time. But Seth isn't alone tonight. Standing beside him is a man he's been mentoring, guiding, showing the ropes to. Bron Breakker, the second-generation powerhouse, the son of Rick Steiner, carrying a legacy that weighs heavier than any championship belt. And then there's the Vision, a calculating technician who's been watching, learning, waiting. The lights hit. That music drops. And when Seth Rollins walks through that curtain, the roof nearly comes off the building. Listen to that reaction. This isn't just cheering. This is respect. This is love. This is thousands of people acknowledging a warrior who refuses to stay down no matter how many times this business tries to break him. He's wearing that confident smirk, that swagger that says he's been here before and he'll be here long after everyone else is gone. But if you look closely, really closely, you can see it in his eyes. The wear. The exhaustion. The weight of carrying hope on your shoulders week after week after week. Bron Breakker emerges next, and good God, this man is an absolute specimen. Muscles on top of muscles, moving with a speed that shouldn't be possible for someone his size. He's bouncing on his toes, slapping his chest, feeding off that crowd energy. He looks over at Seth, gives him that nod, that unspoken communication between partners that says we've got this. We're in this together. And Seth nods back. Trust. That's what that nod means. Complete and total trust. The Vision makes his entrance, and immediately the atmosphere shifts. This man moves differently. Calculated. Precise. Every step measured. He's not here to entertain. He's not here to put on a show. He's here to dissect, to strategize, to find that one opening that turns victory into defeat. He climbs into the ring, and the way he looks at Seth and Bron, it's cold. Clinical. Like he's already 3 moves ahead in a chess game they don't even know they're playing. The bell rings. And from that very first moment, you can feel the intensity. The Vision goes straight for Seth, targeting those damaged knees that have been surgically repaired more times than we can count. He's chopping at the legs, trying to take away Seth's mobility, his ability to hit that stump, that pedigree. Seth is grimacing, fighting through it, throwing those sharp knife-edge chops that echo through the arena. The crowd is chanting with every strike. Woo! The sound is deafening. Bron is on the apron, reaching, calling for the tag, and Seth is crawling, fighting, dragging himself across that canvas. The Vision grabs his ankle, trying to pull him back, but Seth rolls through, lunges forward, and tag. Bron Breakker explodes into that ring like a freight train with no brakes. Clothesline. The Vision hits the mat hard. He pops back up and another clothesline. The raw power of this young man is absolutely terrifying. He's lifting the Vision like he weighs nothing, military press, holding him up there, letting everyone see that incredible strength, and then he just launches him across the ring. The Vision crashes hard, rolling to the corner, and for the first time tonight, you can see something in his eyes. Not fear exactly, but recognition. Recognition that he might be in over his head. But the Vision is crafty. He rolls out of the ring, taking a breather, regrouping. The referee is counting. 1, 2, 3. Bron isn't waiting. He hits the ropes, building momentum, and oh my God, he launches himself through those ropes like a missile. Suicide dive. Both men crash into the barricade and the crowd is losing their minds. Seth is on his feet in the corner, clapping, urging Bron on, and you can see it on his face. Pride. Like a teacher watching his student exceed every expectation. Bron rolls the Vision back into the ring. He's calling for it. That spear. That devastating spear that has ended so many matches, so many careers. He's in the corner, crouched low, waiting for the Vision to get to his feet. The crowd is on their feet. Everyone in that arena knows what's coming. The Vision is slowly rising, stumbling, turning around, and Bron charges. But at the last possible second, the Vision sidesteps, and Bron's momentum carries him shoulder first into the ring post. The sickening sound of flesh and bone meeting unforgiving steel echoes through the building. Bron crumbles to the mat, clutching his shoulder, and the Vision sees it. That opening. That opportunity. Now he's targeting that shoulder. Arm wrench. He's hyperextending it, wrenching it at unnatural angles. Bron is screaming in pain, fighting, trying to power out, but the Vision transitions into a Fujiwara armbar, really cranking on that damaged limb. Seth is stomping on the apron, the crowd is rallying behind Bron, and somehow, through sheer will and adrenaline, Bron manages to drag himself to the ropes. The referee calls for the break. The Vision releases but immediately drags Bron back to center ring, going for a pin. 1, 2. Bron kicks out, but his shoulder is compromised now. Everything has changed. The Vision tags. Wait, there's no one to tag. This is a singles match. But the way he's looking toward the entrance, the way he's positioning himself, something feels off. Something isn't right. Seth senses it too. You can see the wheels turning in his head. Bron is struggling to his feet, and the Vision is measuring him, setting up for something big. He hooks Bron up, lifting him, spinning him around, and plants him with a devastating piledriver. Bron's head spikes into the mat and he's not moving. The Vision crawls into the cover. 1, 2. Seth breaks it up. He couldn't watch his protege go down like that. He pulls the Vision off, and now these two are face to face, jaw to jaw, and the intensity could cut through steel. They're trading blows in the center of that ring. Seth with those rapid-fire strikes. The Vision with those calculated shots targeting the body, the ribs, breaking Seth down piece by piece. They're moving around the ring like two masters of their craft, each knowing the other's moves before they even happen. Seth hits the ropes, rebounds, goes for a sling blade caught. The Vision transitions into a backdrop suplex, but Seth flips through, lands on his feet despite those bad knees, and catches the Vision with a super kick. The Vision staggers backward, and Seth signals for it. He's going up top. This is it. The crowd is thunderous. Seth perches on that top turnbuckle, steadies himself, measures the Vision, and flies. Frog splash. He crashes down across the Vision's chest and immediately clutches his own ribs. That move takes as much out of the person delivering it as it does the person receiving it. Seth drapes his arm over the Vision. 1, 2. No. Kick out. Seth can't believe it. He looks at the referee, holding up 3 fingers, pleading his case, but the referee is adamant. It was only 2. Seth pulls himself up using the ropes, that leg is clearly bothering him, and he's calling for Bron. Bron is stirring on the apron, shaking the cobwebs loose from that piledriver, and he reaches out his good arm. Seth is limping toward him, and the Vision is crawling in the opposite direction, trying to create distance, trying to recover. Seth tags Bron, and despite that injured shoulder, Bron forces himself back into the ring. His eyes are filled with fire now. The pain is making him angry, focusing him. Bron stalks the Vision, who's using the ropes to pull himself up. Bron grabs him, hooks him, and lifts him into a delayed vertical suplex. He's holding him up there, upside down, all the blood rushing to the Vision's head, showing that incredible strength even with a damaged shoulder. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. The crowd is counting along, and then Bron just drops him. The Vision crashes hard, and Bron's not done. He's feeling it now. The adrenaline is masking the pain. He positions himself, measuring the Vision, and he charges. Spear. The impact is devastating. The Vision is folded in half, and Bron hooks the leg. This has to be it. 1, 2. The lights go out. Everything goes black. The crowd's cheers turn to confusion, then to gasps. What is happening? Who cut the lights? And then, slowly, they come back on. But something is different. Something has fundamentally changed in the 10 seconds of darkness. Bron is still in the ring, on his knees, looking around confused. Seth is on the apron, equally perplexed. And the Vision is standing in the corner, but he's not alone anymore. There's someone else there. Someone in tactical gear. Someone who just appeared out of nowhere. And this is where everything you thought you knew gets shattered into a million pieces. This mystery figure removes their mask, and the camera zooms in. The crowd's reaction tells you everything you need to know. Shock, disbelief, betrayal. Because standing there, revealed in all his calculated glory, is someone we all thought we knew. Someone we all trusted. The camera pans to Seth's face, and you can see it. The exact moment his heart breaks. The exact moment he realizes that everything was a lie. Halfway through this madness, I need to pause and ask you something. Are you feeling what I'm feeling right now? That knot in your stomach? That sense that we just witnessed something that can't be undone? If you're invested in this story, if you care about what happens to these men who put their bodies on the line every single week, then hit that like button right now. Subscribe to SLAMZONE, because we're going to break down every single angle of this betrayal in the coming days. Join this family. We're going to need each other to process what we're seeing here tonight. The mystery figure in tactical gear walks slowly toward Bron Breakker, and Bron is backing up, his hands raised, confusion written all over his face. And then it happens. The figure charges, and Bron braces for impact, but at the last second, they pivot. They pivot towards Seth Rollins. And in one fluid motion, they grab Seth, lift him up, and drive him down with a devastating spine buster through the announcer's table. The wood explodes. Monitors fly everywhere. Seth is buried in the wreckage, not moving, and the crowd is in complete chaos. Some people are booing so loud the building is shaking. Others are sitting in stunned silence, unable to process what they're witnessing. Bron Breakker stands in the ring, and the camera catches his face. This is the moment. This is the choice. He looks at Seth's broken body in the rubble of that table. He looks at the Vision, who's smirking now, that cold calculated smile of someone whose plan just came to fruition. And then he looks at the mystery figure, who extends a hand. An invitation. A choice between loyalty and ambition. Between honor and opportunity. And Bron Breakker makes his choice. He steps forward and shakes that hand. The arena erupts in boos that sound like thunder. Seth is crawling through the wreckage, one hand reaching up, looking at Bron with eyes that are asking why. Why would you do this? After everything we've been through. After every battle we fought side by side. After every time I vouched for you, believed in you, gave you opportunities. Why? But Bron doesn't answer. He doesn't need to, because actions speak louder than any words ever could. The mystery figure removes their mask completely now, and we can see their face clearly. They walk over to Seth, who's still down, still hurt, and they crouch down beside him. They say something we can't hear, something meant only for Seth's ears, and whatever it is causes Seth to close his eyes in pain that has nothing to do with his physical injuries. This is soul-deep pain. This is betrayal by people he considered family. The Vision joins them, and now all three stand together. Bron Breakker, the Vision, and this mystery figure who orchestrated everything. They stand over Seth Rollins like conquering generals over a fallen emperor. The symbolism is devastating. This isn't just about one match. This is about a changing of the guard. This is about the new generation looking at the old guard and saying your time is over. We're taking what's ours. Medical personnel are rushing down the ramp now, checking on Seth, but the damage is done. Not just physically but emotionally, spiritually. Seth Rollins, who has survived betrayals before, who was himself the architect of one of the most famous betrayals in WWE history when he turned on the Shield, now knows exactly what it feels like to be on the receiving end. And that might be the most poetic justice of all. What goes around comes around. The student has become the teacher. The mentee has surpassed the mentor not through skill or talent, but through manipulation and deceit. Bron Breakker stands tall in that ring, his music playing, his arm raised by the Vision and the mystery figure, and he looks different now. Harder. Colder. The wide-eyed young man who idolized Seth Rollins is gone. In his place stands someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to reach the top. And maybe that's what this business requires. Maybe that's what it takes to survive in WWE. But at what cost? At what cost to your soul, to your integrity, to the people who believed in you? The final image we're left with is devastating. Seth Rollins being helped to the back, limping heavily, supported on both sides by officials, looking back over his shoulder one last time at the ring where three men celebrate his downfall. His face tells 1,000 stories. Regret, anger, sadness, but also resolve. Because if there's one thing we know about Seth Rollins, it's that he doesn't stay down. He gets knocked down, he gets back up. But this time will be different. This time it's personal in a way it's never been before. What we witnessed tonight on October 13, 2025, will be talked about for years. The night Bron Breakker and the Vision chose ambition over loyalty. The night Seth Rollins learned that trust is the most dangerous thing you can give someone in this business. The night a mystery figure emerged from the shadows to orchestrate chaos. And the night WWE Raw delivered a moment so shocking, so unexpected, that it reminded us why we fall in love with this crazy business in the first place. Before I let you go, I need you to understand something. This channel, SLAMZONE, exists because of you. Because you care as much as I do about these stories, about these characters, about this beautiful, brutal, emotional business we call professional wrestling. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single breakdown, a single analysis, a single moment of the fallout from tonight's catastrophe. Comment below and tell me how you're feeling right now. Are you angry at Bron? Did you see this coming? What do you think happens next? Share this video with every wrestling fan you know because they need to see this. They need to witness what we just witnessed together. The road ahead for Seth Rollins just got infinitely harder. The road ahead for Bron Breakker and the Vision just got infinitely more dangerous. And somewhere in the shadows, that mystery figure is smiling, knowing that their plan worked perfectly. This is wrestling at its finest, at its most emotionally devastating, and we're here for every single second of it. This is SLAMZONE, and we're just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.